Hi, I am Anna Imagination with The Healing Garden. I'm going to talk for a moment on relationships. This particular relationship that I'm going to be talking about is not romantic relationships, but relationships on a social whole, how we all interact with each other. And I am patient zero. I'm going to show you something. I have done over 700 videos. Yeah, I'm sure between my YouTube and everything else, I have appeared 700 times. I'm everywhere. I had a past life. I used to be a celebrity, a very small one. And I cannot explain to you the red carpet treatment that I get every time I talk to somebody from Brain to Books. It's extraordinary. And I remember once I read this thing about Princess Leia, where every time she walked on set of a Star Wars, they would go silent and just give her this massive respect as if a queen appeared. And that is the treatment I get whenever I do anything with Brain to Books. Anytime I step into that book world, it's an extraordinary feeling because it's only there that I'm a celebrity. But when I step away from it, it's like I have the option to put on that coat or take it off. Google me, Angela B. Chrysler, and the internet will vomit on you. So I used to be a mini celebrity, and technically I still am. And it gave me a taste, just a taste of something else. There are levels to all of our relationships. There is the stage one, which is the cautious stage. It's the all of our vulnerability is gone, all of our armor is there, and it's the mask we wear. It's not a mask, it's armor. I thought it was a mask. It was armor because we're protecting what's inside. That's stage one. Stage two is what I call the hopeful stage. It's the stage when you're hopeful that someone's going to become closer, or you're hopeful that they're going to get further. There's a lot of those. And it's the stage where we might drop our guard. And the longer we're in this stage, we situate ourselves to a relative position around the subject of interest, depending upon so many factors. And this is just the hopeful stage. I hope they'll be my friend. I hope he'll love me. I hope my new stepdaughter will approve of me. It's the hopeful stage. It's the stage when you decide, all right, let's assess the situation. How close or how far do we want these people to come to us? You're scared. You're looking for red flags. You are guarded. And you desire and you want something so badly. What you desire is human connection. But there's a price. And the price is your vulnerability. You can cry with me. It's okay. Yeah. The price is your vulnerability. And it's really hard to put yourself out there when you have so much hope. And I get it. My God, do I get it. And when you become a celebrity, you go through the same experience. There's you put yourself out there and you're guarded and you're wearing a mask because you want them to love you so badly. And then there's the hopeful stage where you want them and you hope and you love it and you know you can and you know you will. And they don't respond to you. And it feels like stonewalling. So I Google a lot of stonewalling and I find out, did I find out a lot? I am really pissed again at traditional psychology. They have really pissed me off on this one. But I'm going to save that soapbox for shifting perspectives. They really, really pissed me off with that one. Yeah, I think I'll talk on that tomorrow. Maybe tonight. I don't know yet. But this is the hopeful stage. The stage where you shuffle dominoes You use manifestation without knowing it by hoping and wishing and dreaming. Yep. When you hope and you wish and you dream, you start manifesting. And a lot of people burn out on this stage. A lot of people burn out. When you are building a business and you are talking to people and they don't say anything, you think you lose them. You think, oh, they don't care. You think, maybe my mom and dad were right and I'm nothing. Maybe all of my hopes of being somebody, maybe that changes. Maybe I was wrong. So when you build a business, it's like a test, an endurance test. Are you going to fail? Are you going to succeed? It's all riding on you right now. How much do you believe in yourself? Do you really believe in yourself? And either you believe in yourself more than anyone ever believed in you, and you win, or you agree with everybody else and you let them take you down. My first business was a fluke. I showed up and landed myself right in stage 3. Stage 3 is when you realize 2 things. Stage 3 is when you realize that they do love you, that you were right. And stage 3 is also the stage, this is the best part, when you can take off the armor and finally show who you really are. This is a trauma response. Doing socialization like that is a trauma response. I just realized that just now. Because when we're children, we trust everybody. When we're children, we jump right in expecting the best of everybody. It's the adults who tell us how we should be. All of this really is just our inner adult, our inner child versus our adult selves. And it's a surrendering. It's a surrendering of the adult to the child. That is healing. It's when you humble yourself so much that you realize that the child inside of you is right, and you as the adult is wrong. And the adult before you was wrong. The children are right. That's the real message. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody in this world. That we need to start following our children's examples instead of trying to malform them into these misshapen things. Nature's so beautiful. She's amazing. The universe, she is fucking gorgeous. She takes little people and just drops them in the earth and says, there you go. You don't need to do anything. They'll germinate and grow exactly as they need to. Just leave them alone and watch. And adults can't do that. Adults got to jump in there and overwater them, don't they? They got to use the wrong soil, and they got to say, no. This cactus, no. This needs to be dried out because it's a succulent. And you take your Christmas cactus that's not a succulent, and you immediately start to dry it out. Well, you don't realize that the Christmas cactus actually comes from Brazil in the jungle, and that you are treating a jungle plant like a desert plant, which is why you always kill your Christmas cactus. Because it's not a cactus, it's a misnomer. I know shit about gardening. So that being said, you want loamy soil, well drained, and saturate the hell out of it. Keep your Christmas cactus watered. Absolutely. You can laugh, Lizzie. This is my stage 3. This is who I really am. And I finally developed a relationship with you well enough that I can finally open up and go, hi, this is me. This is the real me. This is me not trying to be stuffy. This is me being casual. And this is me being me. And I don't let anyone see this side of me. That's not true. My partner sees this part of me. My children see this part of me. She's like, what about me? It's all in her face. What about me? It's all in her face. I just looked up and she was in the middle of taking a drink and she's like, literally just like this. And I'm like, oh, okay. And she's like, what about me? And I'm like, yes, you too. So yeah, I have only ever let one person see me like this. Not even my husband's. Just my children. And you now. Hi. It's really nice being seen. So when I'm working with you, when I work with anyone, I'm actually trying to get to your inner child and I'm trying to pull them out. And I'm trying to get your adult self to shut the fuck up because your child needs to come back. We were wrong to push down our children. We were really, really wrong to push down our children. With my oldest, I was very hands-on. I was constantly dragging my Brazilian plant into the desert. And now I have to pay for that. But I learned real fast. There's only a 1.5 year difference between my son and my daughter. And when I caught on to what was happening, I immediately set to work to making sure that my parenting was corrected. And it worked. My son is doing very well. My daughter, my youngest, is doing very well. And it's amazing to watch them grow and reflect under triadic healing. They're part of the relationship. They're part of this exchange that we have. And it's this 3 stages, this trauma response that we've built up with our social relationships. We all desire that human connection. We all want human connection. We need it. That is where you get to share who you are with other people. But you can't do that if you're not vulnerable. So the 3rd stage is what I call the real stage. The real stage. It's when things get real. And so many of us are terrified of the real stage. Oh, we're fucking terrified of it. Because this is where vulnerability happens. This is when you get to see who I really am, and I am naked and I am exposed. And now you can hurt me. Now you can really hurt me. And that's the difference. That is really the difference right there. And there is an element of trust. It's all about trust. And that is the reward that awaits you when you break down the barriers. You get to be who you are. I have seen this side of me in my head for so long, for 40 years. 40 years of me seeing this person and me idolizing her. Idolization is manifestation. And I just spent 40 years wanting to be her, pretending to be her. Pretending is manifestation. And I know what's coming. I know the future that lies ahead. I can see it. I'm manifesting it. And I always get what I want. So I know. I see it. It's a belief that is so pure and so deep into you that doubt truly stops to exist. And it is 100% your mindset. It's extraordinary. So when you are with your relationships, be mindful of the fragility of the identity. And this is the fun part. This is the part where I say, thank you. And for more shit like this, subscribe to my YouTube. Yes. And for more shit like this, subscribe to my newsletter. The link is below because I prepared for this shit. And for more shit like this, if you cannot get enough, I have 8 weeks of this shit. And this is all I do. I am the mindset master. Thank you so much. And may the kindest of words always find you.